Hello everyone, and in this video I'm going to guide you how to make a storytelling kind of PowerPoint presentation. Okay, I'm just going to give you small tips that how could we make an impressive PPT with a good images rather than lot of content. Okay, so for design thinking, an emotion and feel is very important. So whatever the guidance that gives in the presentation will have such kind of emotion. Okay, there are a lot of PowerPoint presentations here, but still I'll guide you step by step how are we going to introduce our concept with this PPT. Okay, so this is actually the first title slide of our presentation. Okay, usually the traditional one will have your institution name, your institution address, accreditation, and lot of writing data. Okay, here we are going to introduce in the concept of story. So let's say if we're going to introduce a title like empowering agriculture with an irrigation automation. Okay, so this is actually the title of your project. So definitely based on the title, we could understand something which is related to the agriculture as a project. So I'm just added here the picture of a family of agri family, and they are happily being here because of your project. So it means it solves the problem of a agri families. So this is one understanding the audience we will get, because when the audience sees the traditional one, and they will not get impressed. Sometimes you may go for hackathon, ideathon, pitching session to the venture startups, like a lot of things are there, but still it will gives you an interesting things. Okay, this is slide 1. So in the slide 2, we are going to introduce our teams. Okay, instead of just giving the name of a person, like the project will be assigned definitely with a team. So project lead, design thinking lead, technical lead, and technical support. So you could rename it your name, let's say XYZ, that we could keep it, and we can paste the professional photos here. So it must not be like a selfie photo or a photo with a coolest something. It could be professional or semi-casuals that we could use it, so that we could introduce to the team, to the audience in the well manner. Okay, so once if we change different alignment of text, different font, so always look like 2 to 3 fonts could be used, and the size of the font to be remain same for the design, then it looks good. And the third one is, this is where the problem statement. Okay, the problem statement is like, rather than writing one paragraph or 2 lines or 3 lines, so we could simply say what are the 2 major problems that we going to focus, or we actually taken as a problem. So here in the slide, like as I mentioned, it's an agri farming project. So it was clearly mentioned 2 biggest worries of Indian farmers. So there is an Indian farmer picture, and the 2 major problems I've taken are labor shortage and water shortage. So this is how, when we present the problem statement, and the audience will understand. And also, sometimes student, usually they go and present in any kind of forum, they will just put a lot of content, writing content into the PPT, and they will just see, look, and read all those things. Here you cannot read. So one thing which we are doing is, like, we are encouraging storytelling concept by just giving a simple what we call bulletins here, so which could makes the students to practice the storytelling instead of just reading by looking the PPT. And the next slide is empathy. Okay, in the design thinking, as our student have to do empathy. Empathy is all about understanding the user needs. So what student have to do is, they have to meet the real users, and they have to capture a pictures and paste here. So let's say if they do empathy, let them paste 3 or 4 or customize that. You could change any templates, and you could paste the picture of the user interviews, and we could create a text here and add what are the learnings that came out of the user empathy. So here we have to paste a picture, and in the bottom of the picture we could have a text box, and we could add the minimum bulletins rather than paragraph. What are all the understanding or inferences from the user needs? And the next one is empathy map. You need not to type, or need not to have the same template for the empathy map. Even you could make it like a square, or the rectangle, or something, the design that you could use it. I'm just mentioned here. So we could say a small bulletin or small keywords here, rather than writing paragraph of content. Okay, so this could be customized, and in the whatever way we wanted to show, we could show the presentation. And this is an ideation. So ideation is like all about what we're going to propose into the project. So since this PPT have a mobile app, the solution is mobile app, so just shown a mobile app picture, and what are all the ideation components that we are going to add it here. Sometimes if you want to add technology also, we could add it. In case if you're doing a website as an ideation, you could also even paste a website here. According to the design, you could align the text size, font, and anything you want. Okay, so the prototype is like output of the mobile application. How the screenshots, we could paste the screenshot here, and we could say which is first, second, third, fourth, or something. So that we could do that, and as many like we have, we could do that. And testing, like we could show how the users and giving us feedback, and how are we going to manage, and all this user inputs, anything that you want to do that. This PPT is entirely, you could do a customization. It is need not to be, you have to be fixed. This is one sample that we are giving to you to encourage the storytelling concept, the colors and anything that you customize. And finally, after developing a project, so what we will do, we are just going to start a startup. Okay, to understand this startup, we need to know a business model canvas. The business model canvas is all about understanding the business in just 1 hour, in a simple model with the 8 parameters we have. Okay, so once we understand how our business model, so that our entire shaping will be working in the presentation. So I just have linked just few slides here, and if you want to add any technical component, you could add it. When you want to add any hardware project, you could also add hardware based things. So there is no restriction, there is no mandatory that you have to do only like this. No, this is one sample to encourage a storytelling type of presentation. So once a student use design thinking, and if they could create a similar PPT which encourages the storytelling concept, definitely your first hackathon after this project will be giving you the title winner. Thank you.